I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to I.S.U.P.K.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say. Must not be getting no real paper. One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say. Must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you. You know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry. Blame that shit on U.P.K. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad getter, pull up with two bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she into me. She say she loving all that big priest energy. Don't remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming I.S.U.P.K, fuck the enemy. Oh, hey, this that one West world shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you tripping, homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clear. Cloud of vision, let's get shit clear. I ain't even fucked around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah, and I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resent for I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch you one body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want you about it, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make it soft fast, I guess that's why you stop with your soft ass. Hood nigga that can outclass bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talk to me like that? Valuable lesson. Before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correct. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business. Brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, try to step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, try to step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the U.P.K, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the wind. When niggas saying he was down, when really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for you, when really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit, hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be about it, but when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas, it's a sure way to end up in the casket. Bitches us against the masses. I don't mind getting dirty, but watch how I clean it up when it get nasty. I lift that Nina up and get the flashing, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah, oh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Borders of blue and friendship for the fashion. Yeah, you understand me? You standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah, either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look, and if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West. Lost Tribe.
He parted the Red Sea, and the entire nation of Israel walked out of the slavery of slavery.
The I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
And all the warriors be like,
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, tearing up dreams in the night, kicking down doors, flashing light, causing fright. Mama in the kitchen, baby crying in her arms. Agents storm in, yeah, they sounding their alarm. Who the real criminal when they snatching up the meek? Chains on the innocent, silence on the weak. They call it law, but I call it co-abduction. Ripping souls apart, yeah, that's government corruption. Land of the free, man, that's a contradiction. Cause freedom got conditions in this twisted jurisdiction. White man came, took the land, drew borderlines. Now they calling Mexicans illegal, that's another crime. Ice raids crazy, kidnapping in broad daylight. Separating families, that's wrong, it ain't right. Tears on the pavement, kids with no translation. America preach love, but they practice damnation. False news paint black and brown faces as a threat. But we the hardest workers, bleed sweat, living in debt. Building skyscrapers, mowing lawns and serving plates. The same ones they hate keep America great. It's hypocrisy with badges, patriot disguise. Call it national security, but it's genocide. Stolen land, stolen lives, stolen pride. The truth don't hide, it bleeds from the inside.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, propaganda so sick. Fox News talking lies, playing politics. They say protect the border, but they guarding the ghost. From Tijuana to Texas, it's stolen land coast to coast. You can't deport the people from their native land when your racist flag flew in with a bloody hand. Cages and babies, what kind of nation is that? The cries echo loud, but they turning their backs. If the law is unjust, then justice ain't lawful. A badge on your chest don't make you Godful. They label them illegal, man, that word is obscene. Remember the first these were wigs and they called it the American dream. Ice raids crazy, it's a modern day lynch. History repeats, America don't flinch. Ripping roots from the ground, they call it immigration. It's really reincarnation of colonization. They say we all human, same blood, same beat, but they judge by the border and the color of your feet. No heart, no mercy, no ounce of grace. Just politics and fear in a racist face. From Rio Grande to the California coast, they hunting my people, good people, ghost of the ghost. Black and brown unity, we all grew up. If you don't like it, take your dog ass back to Europe.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men
Israel walked out of the slavery of slavery.
The I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to I.S.U.P.K.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Don't claim to be part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA, we stand alone.
Okay.
We are not. We put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization.
Okay.
Because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured.
Okay.
So now, when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's just how you came up respectful. Has anybody disrespected you at all?
No, and I'm glad I met you guys. Yeah.
Every response is measured. If somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response.
Okay.
You know, we're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is, too, I thought, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey, guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message because of your approach. But
The I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
And all the warriors be like,
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, see, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trap? Who can I trust? Second guessing everything, who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldiers dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for them. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call that shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
A Palestinian committed a terrorist attack in America last night and is getting no news coverage.
I haven't been in yet. I just got here.
Of course I did it on purpose. You think I'm crazy? No, I am not. Because seriously, this is at least what I can do. Because I'm gonna kill myself if I don't do something with watching children genocide every freaking night. And we'll get up in morning, evening, just seeing people dying. Yes, of course. I don't do anything, I'm gonna really have a heart attack sitting in my freaking chair. I can't. This is at least, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm just freaking getting my anger out. I can't. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you can do something. Freaking country support freaking Israel, the #1 country supporting the genocide. Maybe you have to do something about it. Stand up for the right side and really look at the freaking right freaking news. Maybe you should do this.
Yes, sir. Get your information real quick.
Guys, I'm sorry.
I wish I could do
more for my country.
These are brothers in the building, brothers in the school.
I never heard of
up here because she's talking too loud.
We are not associated with the white Jews or the Caucasian Jews or none of that over there. I'd like to see her face if I could.
No. Well, she's not letting me freaking fix my hijab, my cover. Free Palestine!
He parted the Red Sea, and the entire nation of Israel walked out of the slavery
The I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
Amazing honor don't like no soldiers. For the Spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers.
The same, black, Hispanic, native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ and they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say you hate.
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is BLACKWATCH with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. BLACKWATCH. Let the show begin.
Yeah. What's going on, fam? I still ain't get this screen right. I see it. Y'all look at right, shining, excellent. Look at mine, look at all excellent. Shining. I'm standing in a narrow screen like I'm in an alley somewhere, like I'm in a bunker. Yo, man, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, fam? Big shout out to General Hyde out there. What's going on? You got the game down, General. Win the game. Yeah. Yes. What's going on? I don't know when you're going to do something with my body. Why am I coming up twice? Y'all got an echo on y'all?
You're having a bad echo.
Yeah, it is an echo, right?
It just stopped.
I think it just stopped. Okay. All right. Yeah. We got a lot going on. What's going on, fam? Israelite School UBK. Heavy hitters in the building. General Muhammad, give it up. General Muhammad, give it up. General Hazayan, give it up. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I'm still hearing a little echo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that Haas? was giving the echo?
It might have been. You sound good to me.
Yeah, it sounds good now. I think it might have been hard. Maybe he went out to fix it and get back in. All right. So Epstein, Ep to the stain. Big dogs all up in it. Jay-Z selling dope to the Epstein pedophile. All in the building with Weinstein. Read the story, that story. Let's break out. Can we go on in? Can we get down? Let's go on and talk. Let's see. You know, all I need in this life of sin is me and my girlfriend and a bag of coke with Weinstein. I think it's still echoing. I think it got to be yours. Because when you came back in, the echo came back.
All right, come on.
You might have it on two things. You might have it in two places.
You might have
it on in two places.
Might be your speaker, huh?
Come on. Let me see. Hello, Jonah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, that's better. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Haas?
Can you hear us, Javier? Can you hear us?
Yeah, he can't hear us now. We gotta get a tech over there. So you got who got the story? Anybody got the story that can read it?
Sir, I got a Jay-Z story right here with the Epstein.
You got to go. Yeah, go ahead and read that story, man. Because this is, you know, and Cat Williams came out and said this. Cat Williams said it's over in 2026 that they're going to expose all of the wickedness going on in Hollywood, in Black Hollywood. Cat Williams had an inside track to know that they were going to wipe out tons of Black celebrities, destroy their reputations, confiscate their finances, pretty much turn their situations upside down. And obviously that's come to light. You know what I mean? Once again, we're going to have no leadership if we don't pick the right leadership. We're going to end up with no leadership. So go ahead, Mathumyard, please read it for us, the water. Big shout out to Marab, Mathumyard, Captain Mashakmayan, the whole crew, everybody in the building with us tonight. And all of you brothers and sisters as well, without a doubt. All right. Go ahead.
In approximately 1996, blank resided with blank in blank, an unknown man abducted from her home, whence she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. Wow.
So an unknown man abducted her from her home. Right?
Go
ahead.
While Weinstein had inserted his finger.
Wait, go back. She was abducted and she woke up where? Like what happened? Take it from when she got abducted, if you don't mind.
An unknown man abducted blank from her home when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. While Weinstein had inserted his fingers into blank believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida.
Like that's bad, man. It sounds like Jay-Z was more than his drug dealer. It sounds like Jay-Z was providing, you know, kidnapped women for sexual assault. All right, he's gonna have to get out in front of this. Because was he trafficking women for Weinstein? And you know what? Ever since his name got mentioned like a year or two ago, he was moving very, very, very shady. And something else too, a lot of them up there left the country what's his name? The head of Def Jam Records, Russell Simmons.
Simmons.
They said he flew off to some Southeast Asian country, and so did others. And a whole lot of them up there sound like they worried. Y'all can jump in anytime. I'm just basically skimming on top of the story. Like, if this is what he was doing in the background, boy, that old squeaky clean reputation is about to really go south. And then it begs the question, what did he do with Beyonce? Because there was already questions about whether or not Beyonce was mishandled or on drugs at times. Remember a couple of times of them ball games and stuff? So it starts setting off some questions now. And basically, Esau is done with Black America, especially the wealthy. And they're going to attempt to take every quarter back. They used you to destroy the rest of the children of Israel. Now that the children of Israel destroyed, they don't need you no more. He was another one, tell me if I'm wrong, that promoted a whole lot of songs about selling drugs.
Please.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he talked more about, college sports.
And hoeing
you about
women.
to say something, General? Go ahead.
And hoeing women, big pimping and all that there. That was Jay-Z.
Wow.
And sir, if I can say one thing, sir.
Please.
And this, okay, I had a question about this yesterday, right? Yesterday, I saw the Grammys yesterday, right, sir? The Grammys came on. Yesterday, I was trying to figure out. Now, think about Black music, right? Think about during Vietnam, during so many times when America has a crisis, Black people come out and they speak out on it through music. I think about all the songs about the Vietnam War and about apartheid and about all the things that whenever there's a crisis in America, Black music steps up and says something about it. And I'm sitting there wondering, why is it that hip hop is completely silent on Donald Trump? Hip hop says nothing about Donald Trump. I mean, like it doesn't exist. Like it's right. And I was thinking it yesterday, like, where the rap songs at, about Donald Trump, about ICE? Like, where is the rebellious music?
Yeah.
Where's the rebellious music that you would usually hear, since music was invented?
Right.
But there is zero mention of Donald Trump in hip hop. Like, hip hop has no rebellion on it. Like no coming up against authority, no coming up against the government, nothing at all. And this Jay-Z story explains it. Like, this story about Jay-Z being on the Epstein list explains it. I wondered why Puff Daddy was able to thrive in the hip hop community. And now I see why, because hip hop is completely sold to sexual deviance, so much so that the rap music is silent on Donald Trump.
Wow.
Has no rebellious voice. No, we coming up against the man. You know what I mean? Like, that whole thing that hip hop was born in, which is coming up against authority, coming up against oppression, which always was in hip hop. Now, when Donald Trump is doing the most heinous things, Donald Trump does things that would have gotten any other president impeached and kicked out of office, any other one. And he does 10 of them a day. And hip hop is silent. Hip hop doesn't. One person spoke about Donald Trump, and that was to support him, which is Nicki Minaj. That was the side. Where is all the hip hop music, rebellious music about Donald Trump? There is none. One more thing, sir. You know who Justin Bieber, sir?
Yeah.
You should have saw, if they can pull up a video of Justin Bieber performing on the Grammys. Justin Bieber came out on the Grammys in his boxer shorts.
Damn.
Singing in a mirror. He looks like Puff Diddy fiddled and diddled him to where there's nothing left. He looks like he's Justin Bieber got on the stage looking like he's been molested until there is no person left anymore. Like he looked like a shell, like an empty shell on stage. And so I asked one of my ribs, I said, what happened to him? Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot what happened to Justin Bieber. Puff Daddy happened to him. And so I don't know, and you've been telling me this years, sir, about this music industry that I don't even know nothing about. But this music industry must be so demonic, the way everybody was always saying. The way everybody in the UPK, especially you, has been telling us for 20 years that this music industry is absolutely horror movie demonic. You got Puff Daddy molesting everyone. You got Jay-Z somehow selling drugs and fingering little girls with rich white Jewish men. You got all these people doing all of this demonic garbage. So when it's time for hip hop to step up and speak out against Donald Trump, none of them can do it. They can't.
Wow.
They can't do it because they're on the list. So like you
wow.
said. And
Damn right, man.
Who the hell is Pusha T?
That's him on the right?
Yeah, like how is this kid? What is he doing with Epstein? He's some type of kid, isn't he? Like you telling me, like this is some kid, this Pusha T. He is up there with Jeffrey Epstein. So who is there? This average rapper, just an average rapper who you don't even know. He's sitting there with moguls from the Israeli government. So you telling me this Epstein Island had power brokers in governments, literal princes and royalty, and Jay-Z and Pusha T. Like
God dang. Listen, they had to play some part to be there.
Right. Like I'm trying to get the dynamic. You got the Duke from England, the Prince, the billionaires, the hedge fund managers, Pusha
the
T,
president, the ex-president,
Bill Clinton, and Pusha T and Jay-Z. What the hell is happening?
God. Oh, damn. You're right.
You always told us that music industry is demonic. Like you damn near think you're exaggerating. You get my point? Like,
yeah. Like,
can you show Justin Bieber again, the Commander General YAHANNA? So Justin Bieber. That was him on stage.
Dang.
Total darkness in his boxer shorts.
Dang.
He looked like he has been molested until there's no man left. He's just a shell of a man, and you got Puff Daddy, and not a mention from any hip hop person about Donald Trump's evil. None.
Damn. Like like, woo. What a world. What a rotten ass world. Please.
Like you always told us. Can I get 1 Timothy 6, 9, and 10 real fast, Mathumyad? Because the scriptures describe it perfectly what you always taught us about this hip-hop world and those that seek to be in this hip-hop world. It's going to explain it perfectly to the T. Why are these men in here? Why are they able to do these things? They're seeking something. And when they're seeking this thing, the error they make is trying to get what they're looking for in this hip-hop world. The Bible will explain it, man. But Thumbnail, you got it out? 1 Timothy 6 and 9.
Come. This is the book of First. It's book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
Stop. Read it again.
Come. But they that will be rich.
Stop. It says, but they that what?
Will be rich.
These cats are seeking to be rich. You know what I mean, sir? That's why you have Jay-Z on one side, you got Pusha T on the other side, and Weinstein in the middle. These cats seeking to be rich like Weinstein. And like a so-called Jew, like Amalek. They that will be rich. Go ahead.
Come. Fall into temptation.
Fall into what?
Temptation.
They fall into things they shouldn't be doing. Those temptations, they fall right into them. Because they're seeking to be rich. They want that money, that power. So because they want it, they're going to do what they got to do to get it. Go ahead.
And a snare.
A trap. They fall into a trap, which is why all these files got all these cats in there. They fell into the trap. Go ahead.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
There you go right there. That's why they made a comment about Jay-Z fingering some girl on there. He ain't the only one. They got a whole lot of
They said Weinstein was the one fingering the girl.
Okay, right. Weinstein fingering the girl. Okay, there you go.
It sounded like Jay-Z delivered her.
Oh my goodness.
But I could be wrong.
The Bible spelled it out perfectly, sir. These cats that fell into foolish and hurtful lusts trying to be rich.
And would show you that's with Slocky Haas, but that's what it shows you is what it takes for you to really be up there.
Yeah.
For you to really be up in that power, they got to be able to compromise you.
Yeah.
Because if he was bringing women, if he was pimping women to Weinstein and making songs about big pimping.
Mm-hmm.
So that song about big pimping must have been to Weinstein. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Myron. Come on, Haas. He must have. How that song go? Big pimping. I forget how that song go.
That's it.
Huh?
That's
it's
it.
Big pimping, spending cheese. Spending that money.
Right, spending cheese. They were spending the Weinstein cheese. Damn. That's why I see why they called it big pimping, not just pimping, but big pimping. Because they pimping to the Weinstein, who's probably paying top dollar. Because I mean, he looked like a walking ball of lust.
Right.
He looked like any lust that he has, he can't stop.
Right.
And sir, that explains so much. You know what else that explains about that big pimping is that lifestyle, that lifestyle that rappers would always flaunt, which when you watch it, you go, well, that's not how black people would act if they had money. Like, where are they getting these? You know, they want to go on jets and champagne and that. It's
right.
Like you can see now that they're partying with rich white people, and then they come around us with showing us what they learned. And showing us that, you know, they went, this is what they did on Epstein Island with the private jets and the Cristal champagne.
Right.
Fancy champagnes. I remember when that came out, I remember thinking, well, black people don't drink champagne. I remember thinking that, like, we don't drink champagne, but Jay-Z and Puff Daddy said you have to drink champagne when we don't even drink champagne.
Right.
You know,
nobody knew what Cristal was until Jay-Z brought it up.
Yeah, it was like some lifestyle that you didn't imagine doing if you got money. But now, if you get money, you got to go on a big jet. You got to take a private jet. You got to drink Cristal. And I see now Jay-Z is out on that island with Epstein, looking at how rich white men do it with all the prostitutes and the whores and the champagne, and they go travel to faraway places and islands. And then he puts it in a music video to make all the rest of us feel like that's how we should live. That we should live like Jay-Z, when Jay-Z's lifestyle came from Epstein. That was the lifestyle he was showing all of us in the 90s. He was showing us what it's like to be on Epstein's island, and now we all would want it and desire it. So, like
you right, because that's when they start having all them videos on yachts, all them white parties, all them with the bikinis. All that came from mimicking those rich pedophiles.
That's right, sir. That's right.
And child trafficking.
That's why P. Diddy asked Fabulous during that video. He said, "How come you don't never come party with me?" And said it so normal. Said it so normal, and it was Fabulous was in the room, and who else? What's that? Jadakiss. Jadakiss was in the room, and I was wondering. I said, "How come they ain't saying nothing? Like, nigga, what? How come Jadakiss, old big gangster Jadakiss? How come he ain't saying what the fuck that mean? You know what I'm saying?" And
he did not say a word.
They ain't say a word. Fabulous. His response was, I do, man. I do.
Right.
Like they was children.
Man. Like you be in fear if he targets you.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, if it all spill out in the street, what's going on up there? It would righteously end the hip hop era with us as a people. It would righteously close the door on what we tried to do in righteousness that got dragged into the world of Satan.
Right.
Because anytime you want to really understand hip hop, all you got to do is go back and listen to the Sugar Hill Gang and listen to their songs about struggling, being poor in New York City. They talked about the fried chicken and the this and the that, the things that they struggled with and dealt with. And that went on even more when you start talking about Public Enemy and cats like that. And somewhere along the line, them pedophiles got in. And before you know it, like you were saying, hip hop took a turn. And then with the whole conspiracy that people talk about with the prisons and the private prisons and changing the music and that 808 beat that they talk about, that they said is a beat used to seduce your mind. They said that beat, that one particular 808 drum was designed to vibrate your mind into a trance. That they created that for hip hop. Because remember, hip hop was taking other older songs, R&B and all that. Then they switched over and came out with their own set of basic instruments. That's when the drum machine came out. That electronic drum machine, or beats machine, they call it. It had like about 9 buttons on it. Well, that's all part of the conspiracy theories things. But the point is, somebody was taking our hip hop, which has been said many times, and moving it into, like you brought out, into the world of Esau. Because remember, Jay-Z got with that old nasty Edomite that does the witchcraft. Remember, she was painting something on the wall or some old nastiness.
I don't remember.
She be making them cakes. She makes those cakes. Tell me one of y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I bet you if we check the chat room, it'll be in there.
Marad, Mathumya, can you check the chat?
Come. Someone in the chat says Martha Stewart.
That's not Martha Stewart. That's her right there.
Who is that? I've never seen
like
her
that.
before.
Okay, this woman is a full-out witch.
Damn.
That does all kinds of sexual rituals. There's a good tape of her out there doing, all kinds of demonic witchcrafts, in a room throwing blood around and blood in what looks like blood and guts.
A couple people said Blavatsky. Did that sound familiar?
It sounds familiar.
It's Marina Abramovich.
There it is.
Marina Abramovich.
I think she's Eastern European, but I don't know for sure. But he got around her. Next thing I knew, he was wearing Alex the Crawley t-shirts. Alex the Crawley was one of their top witches that's beloved in their witchcraft world. That's the one that Rakesh Yah got sucked into. He starts studying Alex the Crawley. When that's full out witchcraft for the purpose of controlling minds, which is right down the alley of all these Edomites, especially that so-called Jew and his mysticism. You know what I mean? So, Boy, I wish you could find that video. They got that video out. They might have scrubbed it from the internet. But you see how she brought him to a party and he's all up in the middle of it.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, you had to see this thing. He was in there. He was dancing with her. She's trying to hypnotize him right there. She's known for having them parties where they got where they take they make a cake that looks like either human parts or a full human, and they cut up the cake in pieces for everybody, almost like they were cutting up a body or something, a human body. But of course, it's not a real body. Like, what is that stat next to it? Look at that there. Look at that there. But can you go back one frame? What is that he's holding in that other frame? Yeah, is his hands on something? Is that a statue of some sort? What is that I'm looking at?
I would play the video. I just don't want it to get flagged for any, the video copyright. But he just like his hands, like he go into her face making gestures, from what I remember with the video.
No. That's okay. Yeah, that is. But do you see how those are figures, or is that cameras? What is that behind it?
I think it's the camera. Let me see if I
okay, my bad. It might be the camera. Okay. But yeah, if you think you're going to get flagged, don't do it. But she was bringing him into the circle of the witchcraft, and they was dancing, and she does all kind of blood rituals. She's a full-out witch.
Somebody in the chat said they call it spirit cooking.
Spirit cooking. That's right. That's right. And she known for dragging men in there. A lot of brothers went and saw Jay-Z do that, and they went and followed Jay-Z doing it. There it is.
What in the hell is this?
This is you looking at a witchcraft ceremony, brother. You looking at a short clip of a full-fledged witchcraft ceremony. Like, look at that hook-nosed piece of garbage, and he looking at her with reverence, like she's taking him on a journey, and opening his eyes to another level. It's a real simpleton here.
Gentlemen, if I could, sir.
Please.
That's why the Bible just said in 1 Timothy 6:9 that they that will be rich gonna fall into temptation and traps there. You know what I mean? And into many foolish and hurtful lusts. It also says this, which drown men in destruction and perdition. That's it right there.
Yep.
This cat drowning in what he into, and in the end is going to destroy him, man.
Yep.
And the next verse says, for the root of money for the love of money is the root of all evil. That's what it is right there. For that money, he's doing all these things right here. And it's going to get him in the end. Like he got everybody else.
Like, now the truth comes out on what it takes to really be up there. And it's coming out by celebrities too, because Charles Epps, the comedian,
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps. That tape that Mike Epps made was very revealing. Mike Epps lets you know what you're gonna suffer if you decide to step out of line once you get up and become a part of their world. And their world is obviously open to as much as they want it to be open, because that's why Trump is up in there, royals. Like, remember, we only hearing about it because they done snagged them Epstein files. Because they went and killed that Israeli agent, you understand, Epstein, and now somebody's pissed off that they knocked him off. And I wonder, and who knows? They might have knocked them off knowing they was about to make Trump president. And might have said to themselves, man, we can't afford to have this guy running around with all the tapes and pictures and things that he has. Then on top of that, remember they asked Trump, do you think you're going to make it to heaven? He said, nah, I don't think so. Because he already knew what he had in pocket and what he had been doing, obviously, for so long. Once again, because of money and power, they really lived a different life than the rest of everyone else. Now, I don't know if those y'all brothers and sisters in the audience can tell me whether or not the Epstein files, there was mention of them doing snuff films. Anybody has heard that, please let me know, because I heard that in them files, they don't want it to come out that they did snuff films. And if you don't know what a snuff film is, it's a film where somebody has sex with somebody else, and at the end of the sexual encounter, they murder that person right there in the bed. Okay, as part of the film. Sometimes the film is just about the murder, like some type of sexual murder that goes on. And let's face it, if you are Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Weinstein, the prince of this or that, the head of state over here, do you really feel any fear of the law, or any fear of authority? The only fear you have is exposure. You don't want, as long as things get, and if things go on for years and never get exposed, I could imagine how the wealthy feel so insulated from the public until the Lord let something like the Epstein files come out. And then all hell breaks loose. Somebody disrespected the Israelis' agent, Epstein, and they paying the price for it now. They're paying the price for disrespecting him, and now they bring in the dirt out on whoever it is that disrespected him, and it could be Trump.
Amazing. I mean, I am stunned. I am absolutely stunned to see that video of Jay-Z with that witch. So stunned. I'm so stunned. I got to use a white word. I'm flabbergasted. You done flabbergasted me. Because it makes so much sense. You know what that explains too, sir? The hip hop people, the hip hop brothers wearing the purses and the dresses.
Yep.
I remember watching all that going, well, maybe these brothers got contracts from dressmakers and purses. They have to pretend to be gay. I remember when hip hop, it was like you had to be gay. So much so, I'm when I see Donald Trump and the evil that he's doing and how hip hop doesn't speak about it, there is only one social issue that hip hop has fought for, and that's gay rights. Hip hop has not fought for. They're not fighting for immigration. They're not fighting for the Mexicans. They're not fighting for prison reform. They did not even fight when the NFL was taking a knee.
That's right.
Hip hop ended the protest.
Yes, it did.
The football players had more revolutionary spirit than hip hop. Now, can you imagine saying that back from the Bronx, sir? Can you imagine being from the Bronx saying a day where rich football players had more revolutionary spirit than rappers, than hip hop?
Yeah.
Hop ended Colin Kaepernick's protest, and the one social issue that every hip hop person stands up for is gay rights, is being homophobic. They all step up for that, and now that explains it. I'm sitting there thinking these are young brothers from the hood that will just do anything. If you hand them money, they'll wear a purse. Come to find out, these hip hop cats are doing, my wives watch these documentaries about these murders. You ever see them murder documentaries?
Yeah.
I walk by them and see them watching that going, that can't be true. That's what I say. I say, that cannot be true. There's no way that they're having these kind of snuff film parties and witchcraft and wearing the mask and doing all kinds of stuff from a movie. I see now my imagination is flawed because I just can't imagine it. That they having parties like a movie, like a horror film. But they're
like what you see in a movie, they're living that because that lifestyle comes from Esau.
I'm stunned. I know
that
That singer, Jaguar Wright, she be trying to snitch on everybody. She said Jay-Z is just as nasty as Diddy and do the same things, but Jay-Z is a little smarter and a little, more quiet with his dirt when Puffy just scream it to the hilltop,
Well, his dirt ain't saved him now. His discretion is not putting him in the right place now.
God.
That discretion is not helping him because he's now is getting exposed all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like this cat, who knows where the rabbit hole goes, but it's about to go. You about to find out everything that's been going on with him. Yeah, there she go. Hey, listen, is that her between the two of them when she was younger?
That's Aaliyah.
Oh, that's Aaliyah.
And she was a child. She was like 12 or something right there. God
right.
knows how old she was. She was a child.
That's right.
Sir, I remember.
And wasn't she? Huh?
Sir, I don't know if you remember. I'm sorry. I'll wait for you to get done.
No, go ahead, please.
It was one night we were on the phone, and now I'm watching Jaguar Wright thinking, oh, she's just crazy. I don't know who that crazy lady is. Jaguar Wright. You told me one night on the phone, you said that Jaguar Wright is bringing it out. She's telling you what happened. I said, what? Jaguar Wright is, you told me, you said Jaguar Wright is telling the truth. I said, my God, I would ignore her thinking she is just obviously crazy. And you told me she was telling the truth. And now I wonder, are people going to apologize to her because she said this about Jay-Z and she got canceled?
She did.
She got canceled.
She got canceled for it. Yep.
For saying this about Jay-Z. And I remember the night you told me, you said, Jaguar Wright is bringing out the truth about that music industry. I said, well, goddamn. I mean,
damn. And I think she was molested by one of them.
Oh.
I think she was molested and or was passed around by one or more of them. You know what I'm saying? So way back then, they was ambitious and willing to do whatever evil it took for them to get where they need to go, which is what you got to do to be down with Esau, which is why we ended up so destroyed. Like, because you're going to have to be, vile to be with them. And sure enough, this is what they did with her. Like, boy, oh boy, they messed that sister up.
Yeah.
And something I always noticed about Aaliyah from young, they got tons of pictures of Aaliyah. But do you know that almost every single picture they have of Aaliyah, she is not smiling? That little girl was so depressed that she wouldn't even smile in most of her pictures. And they had one story that they believe, I don't know how true the story is, but there was one story out where they said that how she died, of course, was them over putting too much stuff on the plane. And that she did not want to go. She got off the plane and said it is too crowded. It is too much stuff on the plane. The pilot don't even want to go. And she went and sat on the side and said, I'm going to wait till one of the main planes come. And that they wanted her for another shoot. And then they called up some female that was part of the entourage. And they told that female, you give her whatever drugs you need to give her, and you get her on that plane, because we need her back here for this shoot. And that female went and mixed some cocktail and brought it over to her. And she took that cocktail and they put her on the plane, and they, lifted her up and carried her on the plane. And the pilot complained. He said, yo, you can't put this girl on here. She's intoxicated, man. She's not even conscious. And they said, man, listen, man, we paying you. We're going to give you a little bit extra more. We need to get out of here, man. Now, I don't know how true it is, but that's what was said about the story. And I wouldn't be surprised now that I look back at what is taking place, especially with P. Diddy. He looks like a man that had no self-control.
That's right.
It was just emotional and abusive in his emotional state. You know what I'm saying? And that would explain why you saw them pictures of Beyonce in the stadium looking like a zombie at different shoots, and she's you know, her face looks blank, like she doesn't even know what's going on. Who the hell knows what went on in that world?
Okay.
Oh, amazing.
I mean, also I heard rumors how, you know, the whole Aaliyah thing was a hit, damn that. You know what I mean? But there's a ton of those rumors that float around in that world too. Like they can get rid of you, like Esau get rid of you, and then like the Puff Daddies and Jay-Z's just under them, they think they could do the same thing. I know Puff Daddy burned up a cat car over some woman. I know he took that main woman he was with, he took from Albie Shore. You know what I mean? And threatened Albie. Albie was in a coma or some shit, like on the deathbed in the hospital. He survived, but he said, you know, he kind of insinuate that he think Puff Daddy has something to do with that. And his own woman told Albie Shore, just chill, because, you know, you don't know what he gonna do. Like they was afraid of this cat.
What a horrible fucking world. Like, what a horrible world. And boy, that teach you the lesson too, that, you know, we look at all these celebrities and we see them become wealthy and see all of what spills out after they become wealthy. And then we be acting like, yo, they just went off, or they just, you know, the money took control of them. But maybe the money didn't take full control of them. Maybe Weinstein got hold of them.
I hear that.
Maybe some other so-called Jew got hold of them and dragged them into that world of all manner of evil and wickedness. Man, and thank the Lord, it's coming to an end. That's why I was so encouraged, man. Big shout out to Captain Makad, Abraham, and all the brothers, man, that got up into the hip hop world and made so much music. Captain Tower War, you know what I'm saying, and so many others. They got together and put that music out because that was a chance for this great music to really hold its own, because it was a disrespect to this music to turn around and give the glory over to Satan when the music was made by the Lord for our revolutionary spirit. And it came at such a right time. Like hip hop started to thrive just as Ronald Reagan was starving black people and Latino peoples in the ghetto, man. Just as they was learning to have no hope. Just as Nancy Reagan was saying say no to drugs, he and the CIA with Admiral Poindexter, a goddamn admiral, and Oliver North, and the rest of them was selling drugs worldwide and dragging them drugs right through Los Angeles and other black cities. And we were being, lobotomized in the hood. The Lord had brothers be able to come up with hip hop almost like a revolutionary motivational music. And it was absolutely beautiful and righteous in its early inception.
Yeah, man.
And of course, they took great advantage of it, got hold of it, started to put money behind it and control it, and use it as a demonic force to further obliterate us as a people, to divide us, to relegate us to a counterculture. Like they took our motivational music and turned it into another counterculture so that they could steal it while ostracizing us. They did it with us with rock and roll. We came up with rock and roll. They grabbed hold of it, put money behind it, and took it over while relegating it to being a terrible music, a lawless music.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, they took it over to them for themselves and turned out Elvis Presley, Guns N' Roses, and all those Led Zeppelin and all these, acid rock, metal rock bands, and went and took the demonic force into their own world. This time around, they didn't take the demonic force in their own. They sat down and said, you know what? Let's not take this over and let our kids get involved. Let's turn it around and destroy their kids with it. Let's for once, instead of stealing it and making money off of it, let's steal it and destroy them with it and make money off it. Like they have done perfectly evil against us in all things, man. In all things. They haven't been short in one thing when it came to destroying us as a people and dividing us and turning us against ourselves. And they did it in this as well. And that's why men like these brothers who have such low morals, that's why a man of the Most High, you got to fight to keep your morals boundaries up. You got to fight to keep your integrity, man, as a man of God, regardless of what goes on. You got to fight for that integrity and fight. You got to be able to wake up that next day and have a clear conscience with the Most High. You got to know for sure, because of whether it be repentance or whether it just be your awakening or your adherence to discipline when it comes to the scriptures. That's what will make you a man of God, to be always able to say the words of the Lord without fear of retribution or without fear of being made a hypocrite or any of those things, man. And that is something that those brothers did not do. And as a result, they are looked at as great in this world. But in the eyes of the Lord, they are very small. They are very, very small men, because they'll do anything. They'll do whatever it takes for them to be in that world and for them to make the funds and the money that they do. And the same in the Hollywood too. Yeah. They came out with all the disgusting stuff that Will Smith was doing. I mean, it was amazing. Very few of these brothers was able to go up into that world and come out of it safe. I heard Cat Williams say on that horrible human being, the Shay Club, or whatever he called this, might as well just call it the Sodomite Club, with him in the tightest, you a full-fledged football player in the tightest skin-tight spandex on this show. Like, what a oxymoron. What a hypocrisy of ideas. And anyway, he was on this show and he came out and said, all I wanted to do, man, was come into this industry, make as much money as I can and get out of here with my booty hole.
God damn.
I said, dang, Cat Williams said that. It's on that show when they interviewed him with that Shay cat. Like, he said that's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to get out with his butt, because he knew that's what'll happen to you. You know what I mean? You'll get in that show. I mean, you'll get in this world and, they will compromise every ounce of you for your desire to be a hip hop star or rap or whatever the case may be, which is really based in low self-esteem anyway. Like, if you need Hollywood to make you who you are, then you are nothing to start with and you won't be nothing after Hollywood. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't be what makes us, man. We got to be made out of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. The 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, the royal family of God. That's what is supposed to make us who we are. Then whatever industry you go into, you don't have to compromise yourself. And you don't have to live or die on whether or not you succeed in that world. You live and die whether or not you can obey the Lord and get to the end of this journey. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Mm-hmm. That's what we got to fight for. We got to fight to endure to the end, not to become Jay-Z and Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna fight to do that. And could you imagine the nightmares? He must have to get high, both of them. They must have to get high every night to alleviate themselves from all of the horrors they would involve themselves into. That's why Michael Jackson had to do it. Part of it was his injury when that stuff fell on him. But part of it was the horrible memories. That's what people don't understand, the impact of memories, man. Memories, horrible memories, have a hell of an impact on you. When you voluntarily put yourself in a position to do harm, to do evil things, when you've looked in the eyes of those that you harmed in that way, those children you brought right to the predator to be abused, and the horror in their face, seeing what they're caught into, it's going to come back to you. And you're going to turn a certain age at a certain time in a certain point in your life, and then it's going to come clear. And brother, you're going to need every drug on earth to drown it out, to get it out of you.
Sir, are you there?
Please go ahead. I lost my sample.
That video you referred to, I sent Captain Mashaka a video about Will Smith, where this comedian went on that Club Shay show, right? He's on there, and he said when he was a very young comedian, just starting out, he met Will Smith somewhere, and Will Smith just wanted to hang out with him, take him out, and Will Smith asked him to go to the movies. And he thought it was just, like two buddies. He said his old white father had to say, Will Smith is trying to have sex with you. He said, what? He couldn't even believe it. He said, yeah. He said, those cats in Hollywood, they get tired of having sex with women because they just have sex with so many women that they just want to have sex with men. And he said he could not believe it. And he was going on these dates with Will Smith, and his father had to warn him to keep him safe. And he told this story on that same show you just discussed. And I sent it to Mashaka if you wanted to see it, and that was that.
Like, damn. His daddy had to tell him, man, you in an arena you not used to, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Which is true.
Yeah, his father had to warn him because he thinking, I just met Will Smith. I'm a kid and I'm a regular person. He just want to take me to the movies and hang out with me. His father had to put him wise to the game before he ended up God knows where, tied up somewhere.
Right. Like it's insane.
I mean,
and let me say this too, real quick. That the Black and Latino communities were never so inundated with homosexuality until they decided to start pushing it as a campaign on us. It was never. There was always sodomites around. Wherever you went, there was sodomites somewhere. There were small groups of them and different things like that. But it was never pushed as an identity. Like they're a bunch, like they're a separate people or something. It was never pushed like that until later on when Esau wanted to push it like that. And before you know it, it was all over the ghetto, all over the hood, all over the place. Salakia, go ahead,
I was just going to bring out, it was years and years ago. I don't know his actual name, but Bruh Man from Martin.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with him. I think they had asked him, why isn't he in more movies and do more shows and this and that? He said, well, some of us won't compromise, man. Some of us ain't going to let them bend us over. Some of us ain't going to go there. And he went on that line. I said, dang, it was the first time, I heard somebody say what goes on, up in that world. But he said, we will, some of us ain't going to do it. I think it was him, like Hamburglar. I don't know if y'all remember that comedian. Like them old school comedians used to perform in Philly. You know what I mean? Good.
And let's not forget Sugar Ray, the fighter.
Yeah,
Leonard.
Right, Sugar Ray Leonard. And it's so evil because they called him Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
When meanwhile, they came in there and him being young and not knowing and wanting to be great so bad and knowing that white people got so much money compared to us that he in that room and they offering him all of this, but saying you got to do something for us, and then bend that man over right in that damn room. And he said in the interview when they asked him about it later, he said, if them men was in this room right now, I would kill them.
That's right.
Like he lives with that nightmare every damn day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Every single day he lives with that nightmare. You know what I'm saying? And that, brother, is, That's hell. It's absolutely hell. You know what I mean? And the Lord, let me tell you something. The Lord calls that the same as murdering someone. If you rape a woman or rape a boy or something like that, the Lord calls it the same as murder. Find me that law if you could. Okay. The Lord said it is as if you murdered someone. If you do that. And that's why in Christ's kingdom, man, your heads will be popping off like crazy. If we ever had the chance to clean up this kingdom, brother, it would be so many people would have to get the death penalty. And it's so amazing how it's such an evil thing that those things don't carry the death penalty. That those things are allowed to continue, but so many other things are. So many other things you spend life in jail if you do an armed robbery because he don't want nobody touching his money. But many times you don't get life in jail if you've molested a child, if you've attacked, or raped a woman. You're supposed to get not life in prison, according to Christ, the death penalty.
That's right.
That woman, right. YAHANNA said, you steal a part of a person's soul if you do that. You are 100% correct, sis. So many sisters, their whole life stopped at the age of 8 and 10 and 12 because some molester put their hands on them and then harmed them. Some molester where they were innocent and had no idea about sex or never even thought of people in that kind of way, let alone adults. Only looked at adults as an authority figure. And then you come along and do such a horrible, vile thing to them. And then they grow up damaged. It's like their life stops at that moment. They're right there now at that moment. Somebody they respect as an authority has done such an evil thing. Esau got a term for it. He calls it cognitive dissonance. When you try to hold two thoughts in your mind at the same time, two opposite thoughts in your mind at the same time. On one thought, this person is an authority figure. On the other side, this person is a vile, disgusting human being. That's two different thoughts in opposite. They said when that happens to you, it traps you in a place for God knows how long. So where some sisters grow up and lost their childhood because it don't even compute no more. Like it's the spirit of the devil. And then to turn around and traffic them. And to be such a you got to be an extra selfish pig to come to a party where they're going to bring young girls here, little girls, for you to molest. Where they already know, and them Catholic priests.
Yeah.
And all their molestation. And you're damaging these people. Yeah. I think they done damaged so many Edomites. That's why them Edomites is, effed up in the head when it comes to their sexual, violent way.
Yeah, man.
A lot of that come from that altar boy life they had ahead of time. And brother, that thing is spilled all into the earth. But it will be cleaned up.
That's right.
It's going to be cleaned up. It's going to be cleaned up right. Salakia.
The water, sir.
The what?
Marah, do you have anything?
Oh, yeah. They said Orlando Brown, who's been acting crazy for a few years. Right. One brother here is bringing it out saying that he accused Will Smith of rape.
God damn.
And Michael Jackson of sexual abuse. He said this came out 5 years ago. Michael Jackson, brother, he was, that cat was, they talk about Ted Bundy dressing up like a clown. That Michael Jackson's supposed to make you run when he walk in the room and you see him.
That's right.
A child is supposed to run. And he came out and said that he believed in the witchcraft of Peter Pan.
That's right.
Peter Pan was a child molester, come from the god Pan. The god Pan was half a goat, half a man. And he'd go into the woods and play a pipe, play a piccolo, what they call a piccolo, and play the piccolo to draw the kids and the animals out of the forest so he could molest them. That's what Pan, that's the real Pan. The real Pan was about a man-boy love life. You know what I'm saying? Where he was using that horn to draw them in. And Michael Jackson said he went into that Pan, had a giant statue of the god Pan in his house.
That's right.
Like a light, like a full, like the size of a real man.
That's right.
Pan in his life. And Esau if I could, last point, Esau such a damn witch that he made Peter Pan like a wonderful superstar. And listen, and then Peter Pan was a boy, and he made women play Peter Pan because Pan was such an effeminate boy that they made a woman play it. Well, I forget what her name was, the main one, but they had her play Pan. And she, remember, you go to her shows and she'd be swinging in the sky and doing all kinds of stuff and wore the green like she was in the woods. That's Peter Pan. Peter Pan was a goddamn child molester, man, but was elevated like a god to where Michael Jackson got caught up in it too. And you know what I mean? Salakia.
So I got that scripture for you.
Please.
Deuteronomy 22 and 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin.
No, you got to go up above it.
Come verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her,
and that's the difference. Let me say this. That's the difference of when the Lord say lie with her, and when he say he force her and lie with her. There's two different distinctions right there. When you lie with her, that's from the seduction. When you force her and lie with her, that's rape. Read on.
Then the man only that lay with her shall die. But unto
keep
the
going.
Damsel,
That's a death penalty offense. Come on.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
See that? You rape a woman or rape a child, brother, it's as though you went and murdered that person. Because they'll never be the same. The same go for a little boy or any molestation or rape. You know what I mean? It's as though you slayed someone, and that's why you get the death penalty for it. You die for it. If you force a woman or force a child. Go ahead.
That's it on that, sir.
Sir, if you want, Mashak has the video about Will Smith, the comedian, if you want it.
If we can play it without getting flagged, Mashak.
It might be okay. I seen you play stuff from the share before, and it might be okay.
Is this Cat Williams?
No, this is some white comedian talking about how he met Will Smith when he was very young and just starting out, and he met Will Smith.
Let's check it out.
You're fired. And then like an idiot, I go, well, that's okay. I quit. And he goes, oh, that's awesome. We don't have to pay you for whatever the thing is when you quit. You're first fired. I don't even, I've only had a few jobs.
Unemployment. Huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Somehow you meet Will Smith and he just gave you your first 6-figure check.
Will Smith was the best thing that ever happened to me.
How did you meet him?
I did stand up in that one club, Boston Comedy Club. And one of his guys, a guy named David Tochterman, saw me do stand-up. He said, I think Will would like you. And I was like, I love Will.
Right.
I mean, Will was like, you gotta remember, he was my introduction to hip-hop, kind of. My whole family was from Philly. And he was like, yeah, great. and he said Will's doing Millennium at the Hit Factory, or what I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Should meet him. I was like, I'd love to meet Will Smith. You kidding me? So he's like, he's up there. Go Saturday. So I went up. Called my dad. I go, meet Will Smith. I think he was giving me a television deal. My dad's like, what's that? And he go, you don't do anything for a year, and then you maybe make a TV show out of you. They give you 6 figures. My dad's like, get that money. So I go up, and it's Will Smith. And they have the lady walks me into this huge dance studio. They put 2 folding chairs in the dead center, facing each other, like one of those old Richard Nixon interviews, right?
Yeah.
Facing each other in a dance studio, huge room. Mr. Smith will be in a second, and he walks in a second, like literally a minute later. Oh, hurricane of personality. Mm-hmm. Will Smith is one of the most charming men I've ever met in my entire life. Daps me up, big hug. I remember he said, one love. That's all he said to me, one love. And I was off to the races. I was like, buddy, you know how I talk. I was like, dude, I'm a big fan of hip hop. I'm a big fan of yours. I know, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite songs. I start going off. I love black people. You're black. I love, I'm just everything. I was like, and I got him going. I was like, I love hip hop. I love all the old school, all the new school. Do you know Juvenile? I love Juvenile. It's right when the Hot Boys were coming out. I was like, I'm not, and then he's like, well, like this the whole time. He's like, dude, I like you. I go, I like you.
Right.
He goes, what are you doing tonight? And I go, I don't know. And he goes, let's go see a movie. And I was like, okay. He's like, cool, meet me at Planet Hollywood at 7. And I was like, okay. And then he just walks out. I was like, that happened quick. So I get in the car. I call my dad. He goes, how did it go? And I go, it went great. I go, we're going to the movies. And my dad's like, on a date? I go, I don't know. I don't think so. And he goes, who else is going? I go, just me and Will. And he goes, oh, buddy.
Your dad old school from Florida.
He goes, I think he's going to you. I said, what? He goes, it's very popular in Hollywood. These guys get so tired of that the only thing that turns them on is the young dudes. I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, dude, I've heard about it. It's a casting couch. It's what they do.
Yeah, it is right there. That was good. That's good right there. Like show you how demonic that is, and it shows you, like we always bring out, having a man having more than one woman doesn't mean you can just run out and screw every single woman you get your hands on, because that's demonic also. The scripture said, be not a whoremonger. A monger is an old English term to mean a seller, a trader in women. Scripture said, be not a whoremonger. But they go in Hollywood and become whoremongers. And then they get tired of, like anything. You get so much of it, you get tired of it. And the demon, because you whoremongered and destroyed so many women, the demon convinces you to go get a man. Next thing you know, you running after a man. Insane. Demonic as it could possibly be. And it also shows you, whoever that was that introduced him to Will Smith, knew that Will Smith was looking for a man to have sex with.
That's right.
And that was a vile Hollywood bastard.
That's right.
He gets a tip also the next day after Will Smith done had sex with you.
That's right.
Like, what a subtle way to just be disgusting in Hollywood, which is such a white man way. Like, white people they call it hookups. Mm-hmm. White people like hookups. Oh, yeah. They so busy running the world, many times they don't want a serious relationship and the ups and downs that goes with it and this and that. They want hookups. Yeah. They got big money and power, and they want to just have sex with somebody different and new, and then move on to somebody else, which is why they're able to run through so many women. And that man there might have turned him down, but could you imagine how many men did not?
Please.
Man.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I think that was that on that, sir. Unless you wanted to also on the Epstein list, you guessed it. Who else was on there? Donald Trump. He was on the new batch again. He's more on the new batch of Epstein papers all over the plane, back and forth to the plane, doing everything with Epstein. Donald Trump was all over this new batch of Epstein files. Bill Clinton was all over them. There was a few other names. I think the brothers have some more names. Branson, the cat who owns Virgin Airlines. You know, I forget his name. That British cat Branson, he owns Virgin Airlines. He was on Epstein Islands doing terrible things with Epstein. A lot of New York financiers and hedge fund managers, super rich people, their names were on the Epstein list as well. Marav, you have some more of the Epstein list or some more of the Epstein story. Let's do the rest of that, all right?
Wait a minute, Bishop Melchizedek. You need to tell me what allegations on what you talking about. You ain't talking about what them sodomites was talking about last week, I hope. From the camps of sodomites, it's like a sodomite comes out, reveals himself every week. So Bishop Melchizedek, which is a ridiculous name, you need to talk about what you're talking about, or did you somebody attempt to try to bring a scandal? Y'all always trying to knock the big dog off with a scandal.
I don't have my glasses, sir. I don't know what we're talking about, Salaki.
I don't either, but I'm waiting to hear what he's talking about. Because I know last week somebody sent me a mugshot of one of these fake Israelites that got locked up for child molestation.
Goddamn. Last Monday?
I think it was last week or during the week or something like that. I ain't gonna divert off it because I know it ain't about nothing. And I know many of y'all are a little upset with me from, having a wife so young. You know what I'm saying? It's the luck of the draw, fellas. What you want me to say? You know what I mean? Like y'all playing with these young girls. You know what I mean? The young women want serious brothers. And so if you want to be treated right by these young women, you got to be right yourself. You can't expect her to be all right and holy while, they got to carry you home, from getting drunk all weekend. You know what I'm saying? You still getting locked up like you simple as hell because you drinking too goddamn much. So you need to bring it. I can't wait till you bring it. Because if you bring it, I'm gonna smash it. Okay? And that's just like you agents to try to bring a conspiracy. Let me tell you something, if they had a conspiracy that they could nail me to the wall for, they would have nailed me to the wall, you understand, a long, long time ago. You know what I'm saying? They would have brought that shit out and buried my ass a long time ago. They tried so hard. Come on, Muhammad, you was back there.
I remember.
They tried so hard to wipe me off the map. Muhammad, all I could do now is talk shit. Because the shit that me, General Mayak, what we went through, and listen, and let me tell y'all something for those of you out there listening, man. Big shout out to all three of these brothers right here. You understand? And all the brothers, not just these three, but all the brothers, especially all the generals, because let me tell you something. You understand? When they was bringing charges on me, bringing all kinds of false charges on me. Believe me, if they had any legitimacy to anything against me, they would have brought it and buried me up under it. They was trying tooth and nail. And let me tell you something. It took a lot of faith for General Muhammad and General Ma'aka at that time, and later on the rest of the generals to stand with me at that time. It was anybody in their right mind would say, yo, he got to deal with that on his own later for him. But General Muhammad and General Mayak had so much integrity. And later on, Haas and all the brothers too. But General Muhammad and General Mayat, they stood with me because of their own integrity. They didn't stay with me because they thought I was some guru or something, like y'all like to treat me. They stuck with me out because they had integrity themselves. And they was like, look, show us something. Show us, give us something. And of course, they couldn't give them nothing. And then the proof came out that I was innocent of all the evil that they were trying to erect. And they stood on, they was 10 toes down for the truth. And there was no proof to destroy me. And they stood on the truth. And let me tell you something else too. Anybody, I'm going to just put it out there like this. Any fuck boy that wants to say something about me and my record and what I've done in this work, understand something. The people who you think and want to worship and you look at as great, they're fucking dead. Them motherfuckers is dead and in the grave and gone and out of their fucking mind. And I'm still standing here. Me and all the brothers. You understand?
Yeah.
And until the Lord decide to wipe us out, we're going to be here.
Damn right. And if
you understand? Go ahead, Maya.
Sock it. I don't want to cut you off, General. And General, listen, first of all, it was an honor to stand with you because of your record and how I treated you and how brothers talk so good about you. I mean, it was hard to convince me that you did some evil or some wrong. I remember sitting in a council before they all left the truth when they was in Philly, before they all left and became Candy King. They was talking about General YAHANNA this and he did this. He rejected Christ and I'm listening to this whole council, General, for hours. I'm sitting in a Philly school while hearing how you reject Christ and you reject Christ, you went against Christ. And at the end, I raised my Haradapia was leading it, you know what I'm saying? And I raised my hand, you know, I'm innocent. My brain works like, okay, if you can convince me of some shit, I roll, you know, but I'm listening the whole hours and hours and hours. And at the end of this thing, seemed like they was winding down. I said, sir, General Hyper said, go ahead, Michael Allah. I said, I'm not hearing the crime. I'm not hearing he did this and this and this. What? You don't want it. There was 10 minutes of berating me, you know what I'm saying? And then said, he said Christ don't matter. He said Christ don't matter. And I said, oh, you understand now, Mike Allah? I said, well, he said Christ don't matter. That's wrong, sir. And I left it alone. Come to find out, General, that you said this body belongs to Christ. Those were your words. This body belongs to Christ. And they flipped the whole shit around. You understand?
Yeah, they twisted it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Maya.
Yeah, and I don't know what if Maheimer received some. I received personal text to my personal phone saying, General Mayak, I know you molested boys too, and you this and this. And this, and this. I said, damn,
Maya.
I am a molester.
Wait a minute, Maya, are you talking about you talking about recently?
No, this is years ago, General.
This is years ago. Right.
Yeah, talk about you know, I said, well, shit, I guess, you know, I'm on the chopping block too. You know what I mean? And so I just couldn't believe how make up some shit, you know what I mean? And
right, because Esau got some men out that are professional mob mentality pushers. Like they know how to go into an organization and create a mob mentality about an issue. And they run it till they can destroy whoever it is that they're trying to destroy. But listen, of no works of mine, or no strength of mine, or no ability of mine, but everybody that's come up against me has taken a fucking bath.
Goddamn right.
Every last one of them, bar none, that have come up against me, brother, have gotten destroyed by the hand of the Lord, because I have not sought out to be carnal or done those things that they claimed that I did. And so it's all a goddamn lie. And they pushing it. And now I heard recently that something can Bishop Melchizedek, who we waiting on, has not responded. Or has he? Has he? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Thank you very much, Bishop Melchizedek. You just heard my words on it. Yes. Like it's an attempt by drowning groups. You understand? It's an attempt by drowning groups of fake Israelites to try and maintain themselves, to try and sustain themselves, to try and, knock us down so they can get up, especially with the heat of those groups that's now being revealed to have been led by homosexuals, inundated by homosexuals, which they know is a carnal no-no in being a Hebrew Israelite. They now they grasping for straws because they know when these officers get a hold of them, you understand, they're going to get tore out the frame for these things that they've done. They better not let Tazaryak hear. They know better than to let Tazaryak hear some shit coming out their mouth, because he going to tear them out the frame, and so are the other brothers. Like this U.P.K, instead of joining the body that's actually doing the work, you rather try and gain something for yourself. And many of you will whore yourself. You'll do like Sugar Ray did. You'll bend over the table. If they say, look, man, I'm going to put you over the top of YAHANNA. You're going to be running the Israelite school. You're going to be the big Hebrew Israelite in charge. Just bend over this table. You're going to take it in the ass. Without hesitation. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And the Most High is going to be disgusted with you and throw you to the side. And you should not do that. First of all, you don't want my seat. You think you want this seat? You want the FBI following you everywhere you fucking go? Is that what you want? Do you want threats of indictment and raids every minute? Is that what you want? You don't want that. You want self-glory. That's what you want. You don't want to file on the ninth floor at one police plaza. You don't want that. No. You don't want an FBI file as thick as a phone book with no charges. You don't want that. You don't want every second grade agent running you down to see if the opportunity is there for them to boost their career. Trust me, you don't want that. You don't want every sociopath that's running around out here with some crazy philosophy to be angry and gunning for you. You don't want that. You understand? And what you don't want the most of is you do not want General Haas's whole security team fucking with you day and night. You don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? The nigga guard me and I can't take him no more. He doing the security for me and it's driving my ass crazy. I know what the hell you niggas doing. You don't want none of that. You understand? Like, stop. This has never been about power and glory for you or anybody. This has always been about finding the sincere prophets of God so they can just do their job again. So they can just prophesy and organize and help and counsel and feed and clothe and shelter and heal the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel at the end of their captivity. That's what this has always been about. It's been about what Peter and them did, what Paul and them did. That's it. Anything outside of that, and you're distracted, man. You're distracted from the real job, and you have no faith. Like, you think this is done carnally? This is only done at the Lord's will. It's the only way you could do this. If anybody tell you you could do this without the Lord's will, they're lying to you. They're lying to you because there's no other way you could do this. Like, we supposed to been dead decades ago. We supposed to have been gone. But we're only here by the behests of the Most High to do what we was called to do. And you should do it too. You should come in here and do it. You should come in here and learn, like make yourself a better person, not a more vain person. Like don't come into the truth to be more vain. Come into the truth to make you a better person. You a person of high integrity. Make yourself a person of high morals. Make yourself a person of better education, better skills. You understand? Make yourself a better communicator with brothers and sisters. Make yourself a kinder brother towards brothers and sisters. Make yourself a better judge of right and wrong according to the scripture. Like come in here and gain those things. Christ spoke about that. He said, you give tithes of meats, but you leave out you omit I'm paraphrasing the greater parts of them scriptures. Mercy and kindness and all those things they're supposed to transform you in the truth. Like you don't start off like that. You start off like any other ghetto kid. But the Lord is molding you into something that he can use for the work of the Most High. And you resisting him like the scripture say you do, like Stephen told him. Stephen said you do always resist the Holy Spirit. Like them men that resisted the Holy Spirit went to kill Stephen for the great words of the Lord that he said. Like, goddamn, you still gonna try to go kill Stephen and be jealous and envious and lying on me and lying on brothers and trying to keep a conspiracy going, all because you trying to dig some fake Israelite group up out the mud that got no kind of record, no integrity, nothing to really stand on, except a couple of old nuts from the past that was telling you could child rape and all kind of other shit. Like that's all you standing on. Like why would you waste your life with that? Why would you do that? Like that other cat over there, man, he spent, 15 years, 20 years being a Hebrew Israelite. Come to find out you having sex. You want to watch your wife have sex.
Oh.
While and you want your wife to emasculate you and all this other perversion. Like what was the point? Why did you do it? Why did you spend so much of your life meddling in the work of the Lord, and then meddling in the work of the Lord just to it to be exposed and to destroy the brothers that's sitting there listening to you? What is the point, man? You listen, you could say any evil you want to say about me. You see me, when I go to the grave, I'm gonna go to the grave satisfied that I didn't waste my life. And more important even than me wasting my life, I didn't waste the time that great men like these men gave me to do more of the work of the Lord.
That's right.
Like you don't even care about the men that helped you do what you do. You don't even care about them. Because you in there getting raped by your own woman and know you doing this evil shit. And you don't even care about these cats to say, I can't destroy what these cats helped me so much to build. Like you have no leadership skills out there. Those of you out there doing all that, you have no skills at being a leader. You have nothing. You don't know what it takes. I sat at the feet of Chief Head Priest Yeshaya, lived next door to him, went to the store and brought his beer, listened to every word, separated the man from what was coming from the Spirit of the Lord. I sat at the heels of Chief Head Priest Kazak. You understand? Became his right-hand man. Traveled with him across the world to Egypt and to Israel and to other countries, man. I did that. I became Marshall's. When I came out of high school, I was in shape, a wrestler, you understand, a battler. And I became Marshall's bodyguard, and I kept him safe. And I walked under his feet, and I listened to all his words. I sat, that's me you saw on that tape in Ariana's Sabbath service. I sat in that class on them wooden chairs. I did that. That's my pedigree. So before you come with some bullshit slander, you know what I mean? Stop being a hoe and trying to get ahead by doing some evil to a man that has put decades in an attempt to try and give brothers something that he got that without is going to end them in jail and the graveyard. Have some integrity, nigga.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Have some. God damn. Like, we worked in here, man.
Yeah.
These cats work. Trust me, I did not give them a pass. I didn't do that. Yeah, that's it. There's the tape. I was there. I heard the words. I heard the tapes. I knew the language. I did the work. I fought in the camps, and so did many others, but many got seduced. Many got seduced. Many became weak and failed. And listen, the Lord himself said that out of 1,000, he could only find one through Solomon.
That's right.
So this is a rare thing you will become if you could walk this walk. But Lord, don't be him that seeks to, don't be Judas.
Yeah.
Don't be Judas Iscariot, you lowlife. Don't be him. Out of all the parts that you could play in the truth, why would you choose Judas Iscariot? Like, go out there and try to be David or something. Go out there and try to be Isaiah or Jeremiah if you're going to be somebody. Go be Peter, man. Go be Paul. Go try to be one of them, but don't go be Judas, dumbass. Listen, man, come hang out with me in the Passover. Somebody said in the chat room that the Passover, that the brotherhood is incredible. And thank you for saying that, because we seek out for it to be just that incredible every single time and every single year. And we've been growing and growing and growing and growing. And I thank the Lord for how much we've grown. And I pray that men change their hearts. That I'm not your competition, man. You're not even in my league. I don't know why you think you could compete with me. You're not in my league. I know you want to be, but you're not. So why are you bothering with it? What's the point? Come in here, man, and get you some works in. Get you some reputation. Why do you want to be shined in front of me when you got angels that know whether you should be shined?
That's right.
You think you're going to slander somebody and you're going to get ahead now and you're going to be looked at as great? There's angels watching, man. YAHANNA is watching. You can't hide from the man that made the eye. I don't know why brothers think you can. You cannot hide from the Most High. So you might as well just get yourself grounded and go and talk to him directly and pray, because you cannot hustle him because he sees the game. I'm not your competition. I'm here just doing my job. And the amazing thing about it is this: the more I run from power, the more power I get.
Damn right.
I'm telling you a secret. You want to learn how to do this thing right? Don't seek no power. Just seek to be good at what you do. You be good at what you do, the Lord will recognize it and raise you up in power. See these cats in here? Don't nobody seek no goddamn glory.
That's right.
Muhammad been coming in here twice a week for 20 fucking years.
Damn.
Every Monday and Thursday for 25 goddamn years. He just comes in and does his job. And the Lord raises him up with the wisdom and knowledge. You see, Mayak been on this show with me since 2007 and holding down camps. You know how come I know Mayak so much? Because Mayak was the man sitting at the security booth when I came in once a week when I drove down from Philly. This big, huge, young black kid with a baby face used to be sitting at this goddamn booth, and he was so lovable. He was just like a big monster that was lovable. Like, just like the cartoons, like that cartoons, that big giant monster that was like, that was my yacht. He was a monster, but if he loved you, oh my God, you was in. If he didn't like you, it was a problem. And that's who he was.
And Jenna, you told me don't let no enemy up in this building. I said they will not enter, sir.
Listen, and I knew you was gonna hold to it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Same with General Haas. You know what I'm saying? We had to tell Haas to stop being so you're not on SWAT no more, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Haas putting in requisitions for all kind of comms and electronics and shit. Like, Haas, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these men came in and just worked.
That's right.
Worked. No man in here comes in perfect, and you won't either. Well, why are you here? If you here to do what the church, do you think the Israelite school is gonna grow like a church? You gonna be able to come in here and do all the slimy, disgusting shit you did in church, and it be all right? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. There's plenty places for that, but don't do it here. Don't do it here, because I'm gonna find you.
Oh yeah,
I'm an expert at this. Y'all do. Go ask Muhammad and Mayaka and Hans about me back in the day. Oh, I snipped your ass out. You understand? I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna show you terror like you ain't never seen before, and you are not gonna like it. So stop. Remember why you was called. Because Satan has gotten hold of you, man. Come down, everybody, to the Passover. Get with the brotherhood. Bring your best integrity. You understand? Somebody mishandle you or do you dirty. You come see me, walk right up to me. Tell security you don't want to talk to YAHANNA because you was mishandled. And I will order them to bring you forward to tell me what it is that has happened with you. And I guarantee you we will make you whole. The brotherhood is everything to us in this UPK. Come down, support. We ask everybody once a year to support us. And that support does not go to waste, man. We pay bills across this country to keep this work going. I never believed we would ever be able to do the things that we are able to do. Like, the Lord has shown us through mercy, man. Like, you need to be really looking for something of real value. Like, get out of the fucking TV screen with acting like this is a mini Hollywood play we in. Like, goddamn, find the real world and come get some. The same with you sisters, man. Find the real world and come get some. Come down to that Passover in Houston, Texas, man. You understand? Yatazak and them, man, working hard. Hans got his whole team on it. You know what I mean? Come down and for once experience something decent, man. Something with morals. Something that suppresses the evil. It will be no back rooms with nasty sex going on. You understand? But I tell you what you will find. You will find brothers that will sit down with you and counsel you for that molestation that happened to you 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You will find that. You will find sisters that will befriend you while the Passover's on so that you're not just alone and walking around aimlessly. And we'll show you, come on, let's eat, let's get a drink. And we'll show you that our world under Christ is very, very possible. It is a possible thing. It is an uphill battle, but my boys is built for it. So don't you worry about that part. And if one day come along and I'm gone, don't sweat that shit. I done had a fucking amazing life. You know what I'm saying? You try to compare yourself to me and put some slander on me. Nigga, I done lived a motherfucking life. You hear me? Excuse my French. I came out of a little ass apartment in the Bronx, a ghetto ass apartment in the Bronx, and lived a life that you would not believe if it was told to you. And the story get told on my life, brother, you're going to be like, God damn, I never knew he was doing all that. Like, I done had the best of a life. And they're adding more and more onto me as it comes this day. And so forgive me if I get a little young wife. She's over the age of 18. She young, though. You know what I'm saying? They said they brought David a young woman and kept him warm. God damn it. Can I get a little warmth too? Y'all gonna hold harden your heart with me too? You got to try to charge me with molestation or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna let me have my little wife, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Come on, man. We got a whole nation to build. They done signed us off as black people. We done. Latinos, our Latino brothers struggling for our support. You know what I mean? Questioning whether our support is even down with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We got so much on the plate. So much of us are suffering, man. So much of us are, if all they do is turn this place down a little more, and so many of our people would be homeless in the street because they are barely surviving. They are surviving and they don't even know how they're surviving. And they have no clue and never been educated on how to survive in this empire without eating out of Esau's fucking hand. You understand? And if we don't act like we should act, we could lose brothers and sisters for no reason. And I don't know about you, but I've never read where the Lord called prophets together to do nothing, to play cards. You understand? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with playing cards. Don't nobody get it twisted. But the Lord never called us to do nothing. When we here for a reason. You understand? And you should get right with it. Why would you be mad with us because we are against homosexuality when the Bible is against homosexuality? You know this. Why would you infiltrate the Hebrew Israelites and try to force homosexuality in on us? Why would you do it? You know we only going by the scriptures. This ain't personal, man. It's not personal. You understand? We doing what the Lord said do. Don't come try to infiltrate us, man. You know what I mean? Start some old group, spend 10 years starting some old group, taking a check from Esau, God knows what, just to destroy yourself. Don't do it, man. Instead, come join to this Passover, man. It's going to be a blast. I got me a suite this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be, let me tell y'all something, a little secret. This little secret. Every year, big shout out to Zakar. Every year, Zakar, under General Haziyan, they go get me a big ass suite. And they get that suite for me, and I tell them, okay, the day I get the touchdown to the hotel, I give the suite away to the first person struggling with their bill. I get a damn. I never revealed that before, but every time I come down there, I give the suite away, and sometimes I might buy 2 more rooms and get those away. This year, I'm keeping the goddamn suite, and I ain't bringing nothing but look. I'm warming up. I'm already in the Passover already, man.
Already passing over.
I'm already here. I'm already here, my Haas.
Yes,
okay. Sir. All right. And I'm sipping it with control, like we supposed to be in this truth.
Damn right.
So come on, man. I'm gonna have a joyous time because of the Lord authorized this joyous righteousness. The Lord didn't authorize your nasty backyard pork eating party. That's right. He didn't authorize that, but he did authorize this Passover. That is authorized. And authorized, if I could, last point, I know we over the time. Last point. The Lord authorized this Passover for such a amazing reason. Like right now, we got ICE chasing down our brothers and sisters. I watched the tape the other day, but I can't hardly even watch. I watched the tape the other day out, which was so righteous. I'm going to find it for the Wednesday night show. The ICE agents came up on the brother and his family, you understand, dragged his wife and baby out the car and told her, get the hell out of here. They was trying to let her go. And here's the sad part. The agents doing this were black and Latino. And brother, the sister was so sincere. She's crying with the baby. No, no, please, no. She goes around the car to the front, to the driver's door. And as she go to the driver's door, the ICE agent blocks her from going to the door. And the other ICE agent, whoever seemed like he was the supervisor, was over on the other side of the car. And he's like, yo, get her out of here. Get her out of here. And the brother, having a fucking heart, he don't even know he got a heart. He turned around and he looked back at the dude and he said, yeah, she don't want to go. She don't want to leave. Like, he looked back at him like, you know, she's fighting to be here with her husband. She don't want to leave. The brother don't want to touch her. The Latino brother, ICE agent, says, yo, she got to go. Get her out of here. Yo, the brother grabbed the woman and the baby in a hug and slowly walked her across the street and stopped right there. And then they went into the car and pulled the brother up out the car. It was more than I could bear. It was horrific on another level. You understand? It made me call on the Lord to finally do like he did in Egypt. We suffered in Egypt, but the time came where the Lord cut that time off. And we suffering now in this country. But that time, the Lord will bring that time. And I don't care what nobody does. I'm standing with the Most High. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I'm sticking with him. I started with him. He ain't never turned his back on me. He ain't never lied to me. He ain't never told me a story or gassed me up. It has all been true as it is this day. And I've said it to everyone to be true. And the Lord have not shamed me in making it a lie. So I'm sticking with the Most High. And that day is going to come. And brother, it's going to be amazing. But until that time, we're under such attack. And the Lord authorized a day to celebrate the day that he would deliver us out of the hands of our enemies. Brother, if you don't come down to that Passover, then you just missing the boat. You trying to study the scriptures in the scriptures. I'm trying to show you how to live it, man. How to take it off the pages, man, and put it inside you. I'm trying to show you how to wake up like Stephen woke up and be him and be filled with that spirit, man. That's what I'm trying to show you. So please, man, get y'all head together. Come on, man. Let's have a good time, man. You understand? And I just can't wait to see y'all. So many brothers, man. And that's another thing. Last point. I know I'm running like crazy. Last point. You know how many brothers, man, that we meet that is just amazing brothers with amazing stories from all walks of life. And we are all over the world. And we get to come to Passover, man. And that week, we get to see them all. We get to see everybody. We get to reminisce. We get to talk about what has gone past. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many people is in these cities, man, that's lonely? They got no more family. How many brothers is in prison? They got nobody to trust, nobody to care for them, nobody down with them, man. I watched two brothers today. I went to a store right next to the subway, and there was snow everywhere and chaos everywhere. And I watched these two brothers. It was one bigger brother and one smaller brother, and they walked like one of them walked the other to the subway, and then they got to the subway, and they was leaving, and you could tell they wanted to embrace, but it was awkward to them. And then they just fought through it, man, and just hugged each other. So, all right, man, take care, be safe. And then they disembraced. And I said, that's what this world wants. Doesn't want you to come into this brotherhood. But them brothers had to fight to have it with each other. If they knew what we knew, they could join a body of thousands of brothers and sisters. You understand? And we could work through our problems and make us better. And man, don't nobody want to be lonely in this kingdom. You want to be by yourself, man. You want to be. You don't want to know nobody and have no brothers and have no like-minded? You want to be sitting in church like them lonely broads are Sunday night? Is that what you want to do? The old sodomites lined up in the front of the church with nothing else to do once he locked the doors, but to go back and get on some homosexual site and try to find some man to have sex with. That's the world you want to be in? It's the life you want, man. I don't want that for you. And look, I've invested too much to try and say I'm gonna accept that. I don't accept that for me. You know what I mean? I got on the phone. I talked with Kubala Maf at work, General Q at work. I got on the phone with Q. Must have been about 8 o'clock this morning. I ain't let Q get off the phone till about 1 this afternoon. I hope I ain't get him fired. I kept Q on the phone all day. And brother, Salak, if Q, if you listening, but I had such a time on the phone with General Q. We talked about so much things, cars and hunting and women and traveling and every fucking thing on the phone. I know Q was trying to do his work. I'm on the phone the whole time. People calling me. I'm gonna call you right back. I'll take care of that. Click. I'm back on the phone. Q, that's what I'm saying. Like, damn. Like, what do you want? Why are you here? The fuck is you trying to do, man? That's what I'm trying to do. Me, Christ said this, and I'm down with that. Christ said, I come to bring them life more abundantly.
That's right.
That's what I want, God damn it. And I'm going to get it. So let's stop jiving. Let's stop bull jiving, man. Come on down to the Passover, man. You know, Purim is coming up.
Yeah.
Let's get on the right-hand side of history, man. This with Donald Trump and the Epstein and all that. Bring it. Let's keep bringing it out because it's going to come to an end and we're going to see it. Ronald Reagan, we thought Ronald Reagan would never leave office. Ronald Reagan had such a stranglehold on us. It was pouring so much dope in the hood. Brothers and sisters was killing each other, dying. Black women were having sex with pit bulls out for $2 to buy crack. And I ain't talking about having sex in your house. I'm talking about around the corner of an abandoned house. All for the amusement of a wicked ass nigga. All for his amusement. Women who in the past had sensibility and dignity. You understand? Like, I don't want that life for us. We done been through this shit. Let's go on and get the good part now. We got the fucked up part. We got the punishment. Let's go on and get our way to the good part.
That's right.
So I'm sorry, y'all. I know I get on my little diatribe. The brothers let me. I'm getting older now, so you know what I'm saying. I get a little. I get a little something. You know, man. They tolerate the old man. You know what I'm saying. So, I appreciate it. You know what I mean. But this truth is worth too much more than most people understand. The value of it is too much higher, and I'm not squandering it, man. I'm not squandering this truth over no bullshit. So let's do this, man. I'll see y'all April 4th? Oh, yes, I'm going to be on deck. I'm going to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got some new shit, too. I'm rocking. You know I'm calling it 9-5, boy. Y'all young bucks talk about y'all got garments. Nigga, please. Don't come in there talking about you trying to be humble with a potato sack on. I'm gonna clown your black ass. You better come up in there shining and sparkling and all that. I'm gonna be looking at. I'm gonna be calling you Satan. Come on in there, man, and enjoy yourself, man, and shine. I'm gonna be doing. I got some new shit coming out, boy. Wait till this new shit you see. Though it be told, you would not believe. I'm getting out of here, man. That's what y'all. Yo, sir. Damn right. All right.
Come.
So with that, I just want to say big shout out to the heavy hitters in the building. General Muhammad, give it up. General Micah Allah, give it up. General Hazai Young, give it up. Captain Mashak Mayan in the building, give it up. And Officer Mara, Officer Yadai, Officer Ibahayan, Officer Matamyan, The heavy hitting crew getting in the building, man. We'll see y'all next time, fam. Live on the UPK. Shalom, y'all. What are y'all?
Yeah.
He parted the Red Sea, and the entire nation of Israel walked out of slavery.
The I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.